Today, I want to discuss the various function of a noun clause, what a noun clause is, and how is it different from simple noun. So all those functions which are performed by a noun are also performed by a noun clause. Sometimes we can easily change a noun into noun clause. So before going further into this discussion, it would be better to know what a clause is. In a sentence, the clause consists of subject and verb. When there is subject and it is followed by a finite verb, then it becomes a clause. As we say, he plays cricket daily. Here he is a subject and play is a verb and cricket is object and daily is adverb. So the main constituents to form a clause is subject plus verb. We cannot say anything to be a clause till it has at least these two essential components. For example, I know about is success. Here success is noun. It is not a clause. But we can change this noun into a noun clause by putting subject and verb in place of noun. We can say, I know that he has succeeded. So that he has succeeded is a noun clause in which we have he as a subject, succeeded as a verb. That he has succeeded is a noun clause, object to the verb know. So in this way, in brief, we can say success, and when we expand it into a clause, then it does have subject and verb. So now we will discuss, though a noun clause is a subordinate clause. It is not an independent clause. A noun clause never has any meaning till it is followed by the main clause. So there are two types of clauses. One is called independent clause and the other is called dependent clause. For instance, in the given example, he worked hard. It is also a clause and it has its full meaning. In the same way, two clauses and both are independent clauses. He worked hard but failed. These are two independent clauses. He worked hard is one clause, he failed is another clause. And these two independent clauses have been connected by the coordinate conjunction but. So this kind of sentence which contains the two independent or more than two independent clauses are called compound sentences. Such sentences which contain two independent clauses connected by coordinate conjunctions, such sentences are called compound sentences. And then there is another type of sentence in which we have one main clause and the other one is dependent clause or subordinate clause. Dependent clause has no meaning of its own. In order to make it meaningful, we will have to have some independent clause in the given sentence. This kind of sentence, which has one main clause and another dependent or subordinate clause, is called complex sentence. So there are three different types of complex sentences. One which contains a noun clause, the other which contains an adverb clause, and the third one is which contains a relative or adjective clause. So we have already discussed relative clause, but today we are going to focus upon the various functions which a noun clause performs. A noun clause is a subordinate clause. It cannot have full meaning without there being an independent clause or main clause in the sentence. Noun clause performs all those functions which are performed by noun or noun phrase. A noun can be used as subject, a noun can be used as object, a noun can be used as subject complement, a noun can be used as some complement to the adjective. So same is the case with the noun clause. Just see the first sentence, that he will win the election is certain. So in the sentence, that he will win the election is a noun clause as a subject, and is certain is a part of the main clause. When we ask the question what, the answer to what, when we ask question what from the verb, the answer to this question is always a noun clause. If we ask what is certain, then the answer will be that he will win the election. That he will win the election is answer to the question what. And so any answer which, any clause which gives the answer to what is called a noun clause. In this sentence, that he will win the election is a noun clause which is the subject of the main clause is certain. So noun clause can function as a subject, it can function as an object. As in the sentence, I know Ram. Ram is an object to know. And in the same way, in the given sentence, I know that he will ditch you. Here, that he will ditch you is an object to the transitive verb know. And it is the answer to the question what. What I know. I know that he will ditch you. So that he will ditch you is a noun clause as an object to the verb know. So in order to identify the noun clause, you should ask yourself in the mind the question what. Then you will be able to find out the noun clause in the given sentence. So here I know, what I know, and this is the answer to this question that he will ditch you. And it is a noun clause as an object to the verb know. Similarly, sometimes the subject is there, but its meaning is not clear. Just Ram is a teacher. A teacher here is a complement to the noun subject Ram. In the same manner, the report is the subject in the sentence, and is that our MLA will resign is a noun clause as a complement of the subject report. We understand the meaning of report through this noun clause, which is in the form of a complement to the subject. The report, we do not know what report. This is explained by this noun clause that our MLA will resign, and in this construction it is a complement to the subject. So the third function of a noun clause is that it functions as a subject complement. Then noun clause in a position, though the noun, when it is explained along with the noun through a clause, then it becomes a clause in a position. In the previous sentence, we explained the report after using the verb is. But in this sentence, where the noun clause is acting as a clause in a position, we have explained the meaning of report before using the verb. The report, which report, what report? It is explained along with it that our MLA will resign. That our MLA will resign is in a position to the subject and noun, the report. The report is being explained by putting the noun clause in a position. Then the verb is used. In the previous sentence, first the verb, linking verb is used, then the subject is explained. Then it becomes a noun clause as a subject complement. When the noun is explained before using the verb, then it becomes a noun clause in a position. Another function that noun clause performs is that it is a complement to adjective. In this sentence, I am certain that he will lose the election. Certain is adjective. Then you ask that question about what you are certain. So the answer to what is that he will lose the election. It is making the meaning of adjectives certain clear. So when a noun clause makes the meaning of the adjective clear, then it becomes as a complement to the adjective. So here it is that he will lose the election is a noun clause as a complement to the adjective certain. So in this way we have discussed the various functions of noun clause that begin with that. But there are other words also which with which the noun clause starts. There are WH words, there is if or what. So that will be discussed subsequently. Today we have just confined it to noun clause that begins with that.